Alright, so today we'll be looking at the integral of x log x cosine x minus sine x over x log squared of x dx. Once again, just so it's known, for our purposes, log without a symbol is log of e, which is natural log. So, you look at this, it's weird, but there's something we can do to maybe make it look a bit cleaner, and that is because of that subtraction symbol right there. We can split this into two different fractions. We have them keep the same base of x log squared of x, and then we just separate the numerator. Now, from here, you can distribute the integration between the two things. We can also cancel some of those out. Should have marked that, not that. So we get cosine of x over log of x minus sine of x over x log squared of x dx. Okay, now from here we have two different integrals we can start working with and playing around with. One of them looks a lot nicer to deal with, and that's going to be our cosine over log. Now, to deal with this, we're going to have to do something we haven't done in this channel so far, and that's integration by parts. This is how I personally set up integration by parts. There's other ways to do it, technically, at least how you represent it. So, we have cosine. Here, I'll write it up here. We have cosine of x as a term, and we have 1 over log of x as a term. Well, off the top of my head, I can't tell you what 1 over log of x is the derivative of. But I can tell you that cosine is the derivative of sine. So we'll work with the assumption that cosine is arg e prime. So sine is going to be arg, which means this is going to be our f. That can be rewritten as log of x to negative 1 and then we can use chain rule. So I'll multiply by the value, then you subtract 1, so you get negative 2. So you take the derivative of the outside with respect to the inside, which is what we did here, times the derivative of the inside, which is the derivative of natural log, is 1 over x. So when you rewrite that, you get, no, we're hopping all over the place, 1x, we get negative 1 over x log squared of x. And then to set up the integration by parts, you do f times g, which is going to be sine of x over log of x minus the integral of f prime times g. So that'll be sine of x over x log squared of x. This is negative, so we'd have a negative here, but because a negative is just negative 1, that's a constant, we can put it out front and just say it's plus instead. And then we still have this to deal with. So we bring it down, because it's still part of our equation, minus sine of x over x log squared of x dx. And then, look at that. Those cancel out, which leaves us with sine of x over log of x. And because it's indefinite, we add a constant, which we call c, and that is our answer.